It's June, and that means it's time to think about how you'll spend your summer vacation. If you ask your teachers, they'll probably tell you that summer is the time when they finally get to read all of the books they didn't have time for during the school year. Summer gives us the opportunity to relax, slow down, and read what we want, when we want. We'd like to help you discover some great books to read this summer.
So we've created a Summer Reading 2017 LibGuide page with resources for great books, including links to teen lists, book trailers, author sites, and more. Our friends at Lucy Robbins Wells have worked with us to put together a variety of resources to help you select books that will get you excited about reading this summer. Here's a quick preview. To access resources for summer reading, start by going to the NHS homepage and selecting NHS Library under the Resources tab. From here, click on Newington High School LibGuides. Scroll down to Summer Reading and select Summer Assignments 2017. On the main page, you will find general information, links to lists and resources to help you select a book, as well as video suggestions and a tutorial on how to access the NHS eBook collection. NHS ebooks may be checked out and read on Chromebooks or any device, and they automatically check themselves in after 2 weeks. These resources are a great place to begin to browse for titles that may appeal to you.
Students enrolled in AP classes should select the AP tab at the top of the page to view summer assignments that are specific to the AP course in which they are enrolled. Assignments are arranged by course. If you don't see your AP class on this page, you should contact the teacher for instructions. The Student Suggestions tab is a place where you can suggest books as well as look at other students' suggestions. Just fill out the Google form to suggest a title. To view titles that have been submitted, scroll to the bottom of the page and select the link under View Student Suggestions. We'll leave you with a few of our personal suggestions. What's the one book not to miss this summer? For me, it's Laini Taylor's Strange the Dreamer. It's a fantasy novel that was released in March, and it's incredible. Laszlo Strange is an orphan and a dreamer who feels trapped in his uneventful life and is obsessed with the mystery of the lost city of Weep. A stunning opportunity presents itself in a hero called the God Slayer and a band of legendary warriors, and Laszlo Strange has to seize his chance or lose his dream forever. What everyone is talking about with this book is the beautifully constructed world that Taylor creates, along with her skill at pacing and storytelling. She's created something wild and improbable that's full of wonder, but also full of darkness. The great news is that this is the first book in a duology. The sequel, The Muse of Nightmares, will be released early next year. Hands down the best book I've read this year. I'm often asked what books I'm reading this summer. I'll share 2 of the books on my list. First, I just started reading Margaret Atwood's The Handmaid's Tale, which is not a new book. It was written in 1985, but has become popular since being produced as a streaming series on Hulu. It's a dystopian novel set in near-future New England, where a totalitarian theocracy, that is, a repressive religious regime, has overthrown the United States government, suspended the Constitution, and instituted sweeping repressive reforms aimed primarily at women. The novel explores the themes of the subjugation of women and the various means by which they gain individualism and independence. Another on my list is by Paula Hawkins, who wrote The Girl on the Train, which was a popular New York Times bestseller in 2015, so her new book is one that's been eagerly awaited. Her new title is Into the Water, and it's another psychological suspense thriller. Here's a summary from the book jacket. A single mother turns up dead at the bottom of the river that runs through town. Earlier in the summer, a vulnerable teenage girl met the same fate. They are not the first women lost to these dark waters, but their deaths disturb the river in its history, dredging up secrets long submerged. I've read mixed reviews. Some people love it, but others say that it's very ambitious with 11 different characters' points of views to keep track of. So I guess I'll have to see for myself. Mr. Hartley, what's on your list?
One of the books I really liked this year was The Girl in the Blue Coat by Monica Hesse. This historical fiction title, which is a 2018 Nutmeg nominee, is set in 1943 Amsterdam, where the Nazis have taken control and where deportations of Jews are growing more frequent. Akin to the Diary of Anne Frank or The Book Thief, this well-researched story provides a glimpse into the resistance movement within German-occupied areas, where 18-year-old Annika spends her days tracking down increasingly scarce goods such as coffee, chocolate, or meat on the black market. Now she's been asked by a customer to find a girl who's mysteriously gone missing from hiding. Annika's quest pulls her deeper into the resistance movement, a widening mystery, and toward a surprising ending. A book that I'm currently reading is Violent Ends, which is a realistic fiction title with the unique feature that each chapter or perspective is written by a different YA author. Here's an excerpt from the publisher's description. This is about Kirby and how one boy who had friends, enjoyed reading, playing saxophone in the band, and had never been in trouble before, became a monster capable of entering his school with a loaded gun and firing on his classmates. Each chapter is told from a different victim's viewpoint, giving insight into who Kirby was and who he'd become. Some are sweet, some are dark, some are seemingly unrelated, about fights or first kisses or late-night parties. This is a book about perspectives, with one character and one event drawing them all together, from the minds of some of YA's most recognizable names. The reviews for Violent Ends have been very strong, so I'm looking forward to seeing how well the many perspectives blend together as the story unfolds. Finally, a title I'm looking forward to this summer is Michael Lewis's Coach: Lessons on the Game of Life. Michael Lewis is an acclaimed nonfiction author of well-known books such as Moneyball, The Blind Side, and The Big Short, all three of which have been made into movies. Known for his investigative journalistic style and ability to make the complex understandable, Coach seems like a departure, where he looks back on the role that a baseball coach and a single moment had on his life. There you have it. We invite you to explore the summer reading resources we put together for you, and hope you make the time to do some reading and discover some great books this summer.